Just kidding. Psych. What's up? How are we doing? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. We out here. Did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you? Hope you're doing well. Off early today. Live streaming early. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my name is Earl in the chat. 22K, 25K. That is the question. If you aren't excited about this pump, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop your name in the chat. We're always here trying to help out everybody extract some profits. We're going to put on our tinfoil hats for the day. Our tinfoil hat today will definitely be the Otter Gang hat. Got the Otter Gang hat out. If you don't know what the Otter Gang hat is, we got the otter on the hat. All right? So, what's going on with the Bitcoin? I go to bed, and Bitcoin seems to pump $2,000. What's going on with the Bitcoin? We have shot up like no other. We have FUD in the markets. We have people, even the president's talking. He's like, people will not have to pay for this bailout. Green Kool-Aid Kid, work it, girl. What up? Is the boss man complaining at you on that Bitcoin again? Yeah, the boss man was like, go home. Go home early because you on that Bitcoin. You're always looking at them charts. Always chatting in the Discord. Always giving them levels. Shouldn't you be focused on the work? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna need a day off because I gotta get home early to the Otter Gang. I gotta get them these levels. I gotta get them the charts. I gotta get in here and give them some beautiful OG Otter Gang D-Gen levels that we be trading. So let's get into it. Shout out to you, Nick Musgrave and Kool-Aid Kid, and my name's Earl. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Join us in the Discord, free Discord. We out there, we having fun. We always saying good morning. We always showing the charts. We always giving setups and ideas and thoughts and all that good stuff you could expect from a Discord, alongside with funny memes and GIFs, of course. But what's going on? Does this look bullish or bearish to you? Let's zoom out and let's look at this. Well, we know the weekly came in the other day. Oh, look, there's an otter. And this very, very ugly weekly candle. Look at this. This thing looks like Thor's hammer. That is a very, very, very bullish sign. We can see we dumped down and then boom, came up. Now, obviously, this is all on news. We've been talking about how this is on news. And, you know, bank fails and then the Fed decides to make the printers go brrrr. And, you know, it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. And now we have some invisible money raining that supposedly the people will not have to pay for. But, you know, when eggs go to $40 a carton, we can all just be like, okay. Well, we're not paying for it, are we? So, yeah, very much a scary situation. They bailed out these banks in order to make whoever is withdrawing their funds whole. So, guess what? When the money printers go brrr, Bitcoin goes boom. And yesterday it pumped $2,500. While I slept, it pumped another $2,000. We're back up at 24,200 now. Can we stay above here? Now we have some key levels that we're going to be looking at. We obviously, if we're trading Bitcoin, we should definitely know about this 25.2. This 25.2 right here is the level we must get above. We must also know that when we turn on the VRVP, and we look at this giant range here, we can see that there is a massive amount of volume, a gap here between 28,000 and 25.2. So if we do break this level tomorrow with CPI data coming, that we could be looking at $30,000 Bitcoin. That is definitely something on the radar for everybody who's looking at the price right now. So notice, gap, big gap right here. Big gap. I'll draw multiple arrows. I can draw arrows all day for you guys. Know that there is a gap. We have pumped like no other. We are looking to the moon. We are going to the moon. We are going up into outer space, as we like to say. We're going to outer space, my friends. We're going to outer space. But we must figure out how to get into a trade, what to be looking for, and how to do this. Because obviously we want to extract profits. Obviously we want to catch these giant pumps. So how can we do that? Well, we can have some technical analysis, some trade setups, which we're going to give you. So let's jump into it. So we go through Market Cipher first. Always Market Cipher first. Let's look at Market Cipher and money flow and all these things. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see because we do have a bearish divergence on the 1 hour. If you're not aware of it, we can look at that as well. So we'll look at all these things. We'll look at where money flow is, and we'll look at how the charts are reacting to this massive pump. Now you can see that we've come up to the 0 line. We're on the 2-day right now, and we'll work our way through the days and then into the mid time frames, which is like the 8 to the 16, and then we get down into the 4 to the 1, and then we get down into the nitty gritty, as we like to talk about it. So we'll go through all this. We can see that we've come up, boom, VWAP well above, stochastic shooting to the moon, right? Money flow came down. Now it's bouncing off the 0 line, which means we could get a rejection here. Now this is important to watch. We can see that we have turned a little bit red here, okay? That is scary because that could mean that maybe tomorrow, if we do not get the data that we need, we see this big curve, right? Price dropped here massively, right? We've only had this spike in the last 2 days, right? So price was working its way down. Banks fail, blah, 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 blah. We are in the red. That is important to understand on the daily because if this continues, that's not good for Bitcoin, right? Just looking at the technicals. Obviously, we've had the massive pump, but just looking at the technicals, we're in the red on the daily. It's been a while. It's been ever since January, since we had the Pump-a-Palooza in January, right? So this is something to definitely pay attention to. Stochastics, not totally overbought yet. There's still a lot of room here to come up to this overbought level, right? To where it could bounce, right? But it's high. It's pretty high, right? So be aware of that. And this VWAP, look for it to curl over. That is what we're going to look for, is this to curl over. We will keep you informed in the Discord. Join us in the Discord, right? So let's go back to price here. We can see this candle. Do I have to swap to price so you guys can see the candle? I mean, it is a beautiful, massive, God super candle, Pump-a-Palooza. I mean, come on, guys. Look at the size of this thing. It's massive, right? I mean, we'll measure it for you even. You know what I mean? 25%. Huge, huge, huge. Now, I know Earl caught some of this. I know I caught some of this. I hope you guys caught some of this, and I hope you've paid yourselves, right? I hope you've all paid yourselves because we could see more. I mean, we could see more. So let's go through this still. We're going down. We can see that money flow is curling up on these medium time frames, right? It has dropped down significantly. Very bearish, wicked out, pumped up, right? So this negative downwards trend that we had, that we were calling for lower lows, has finished. And now obviously money flow is curving back up. But we can see here on the 14, even on the 12, that the VWAP has curled back down, right? The VWAP has curled back down. That is something to note. We are very, very, very much overbought, right? It's not profit if you don't pay yourself. That's right, Earl. You let them know. You let them know. You got to preserve that capital, and you also must pay yourself, right? That's the name of the game. It's not profit until it's locked in, right? I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Always got a shout out to you guys. So as we get down here, we can see that now we've curled over into this beautiful, beautiful zone. And we're testing the 0 line with the money flow. We've also had this beautiful double green dot pushed us back up. Kaboom, we've moved up. Now we'll close this one. Save and close. Now I like this new app. I've downloaded the desktop app. Now I can flip between different time zones really quickly instead of trying to find it here on all my super duper time frames here. We will be making a time frame video. We also came up with a VWAP video for you guys, so check out the channel. Lots of content coming your way, lots of mindset stuff. I think we have a mindset one coming out tomorrow. But yeah, we're just trying to pump out content, try to help people and see where we can go from there. So to the 12 to the 5 hour-ish area, we're looking at this now. Now, what can we see here? As we go through here, we can see that we have this very steep downtrend popped up with money flow, but also rejection now coming up to the top. So this looks like a little bit of exhaustion in my opinion, right? As we flip through these ones down to the 5, we can see that money flow has definitely come all the way back up to the 0 line to challenge the 0 line, right? But we can see that the VWAP has curled down back to the 0 line as well, and stochastic is flipping from green to red. Now that can be bearish, right? So we're starting to get a little bit of a different signal coming on the 5 and under time frames, okay? So this is something to note. Daily, 16-hour, 2-day still remains bullish in my opinion, right? Still remains bullish. And now we know when we talk about money flow, we talk about breaking this into quarters, right? There's a half, right? So we got 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? With those 4 sections, we look for this 4th section here, this last quarter, right? When we get that last quarter, that's when we look for price to move a different way, right? So we can see the pump's coming up, right? Can we get a rejection here and continue down? So let's keep an eye on that for sure. Now we can see same thing, super duper God candle, right? So let's close that. Save and close, all right? So as you can see, multiple signals, multiple ideas. Obviously, this pump has been off of news. This has been off of news, bank bailouts, banks failing, you know, even CZ saying, oh, I'm going to buy up $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, right? Bullish news. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Joe Biden, he even came on and, you know, his beautiful old man self, trying to be kind here, his beautiful old man self came up and he said, you know, don't worry, you're not going to have to pay for that tax. We're going to make sure our banks are safe. Blah, 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 blah. And whatever, right? I mean, whatever. I can't stand it. So we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. So trying to be kind here, trying to be kind. Much love to Mr. Biden. I hope he's well. But yeah, interesting fellow nonetheless. We try to be, you know, civil here. We try to be civil. We are a bunch of degenerate otters, but that's why we talk about mindset. That's why we talk about it. Preserving the capital, paying yourselves, because we're degenerate otters. We have to stress this. We have to stress this. That's why this channel is about mindset. It's about looking at the charts obstructively, jumping into trades, paying yourself early, letting the trade ride, but mindset, capital preservation, stop losses, risk management. Because we're otters and we love to trade, we have to stress this here. That is my goal, is to make sure that we're all paying ourselves informed, you know, and using good risk management. Because guess what? If we don't do that, we won't survive these massive pumps, right? If you didn't have a stop loss here, you're getting liquidated easy, right? Easy. Super pumps, right? So let's continue through these time zones. Now we can see on the 4 hour, like I said, we're starting to get a bit more bearish. The red has turned on. We've touched the 0 line with the money flow. VWAP's come to the 0 as well. We're looking to dip down. Can we dip down, right? Red dot printed on the 4 hour. So this is bearish, right? 3 hour. What do we got? We got a little bit of a bearish divergence. Not fully yet, but you can see here that this is what we're going to look at the 2 hour. Is that when we get to the 2 hour, this is very, very an indication of a bearish divergence. So we can see that we have the higher low, or lower high, and then the higher low here, right? So we can see that very, very obvious, right? So this may play out. Now, what are we looking for? Are we going to short the top here? Or are we going to look for a wick up, maybe a wick up to a certain level that I have, and we can dump, right? And maybe have a nice little retracement. Maybe the CPI data comes in, we get a 0.5 and it just dumps on the market and all the banks go broke and we pick up Bitcoin for $800. And we all laugh, and then they pump the markets and we're all off. Happy days, and I can retire and stop helping you guys with trading because we're all rich and we all got yachts and we all just go play bumper cars in the ocean. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. I just had a little otter. We would start an otter colony of yachts, Lambos, and I don't know. What else do we want? Bungee jumps. I'm going skydiving for my birthday in like 4 days. I'm going skydiving. Let's go. Otter gang going skydiving. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And join us in the free Discord. Much love to every single one of you. Okay. Losing my breath here. All right. So we got some ideas. Let's pop it up. Let's pop it up and let's look. And suntan lotion. We can have a suntan lotion pool that we just jump in so we don't have to apply it. How about that? You just jump in it and it's like a mist sunscreen pool. We just walk through it, done. Don't even have to apply it. Or we can have people apply it for us because we'll have that yacht money. Okay. Too far. I like the yacht idea. Okay, so we're looking at these levels. What are these levels? Where are we looking here? Now, there's 3 levels I have on my chart here. We're talking about a golden pocket down below mixed with a point of control, okay? This is the key level that we've absolutely blasted through, okay? How can we join your Discord? Well, I do normally have a link in the description, and if it's not there, I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to put the invite here just for you guys because you guys are special. You guys are beautiful. We all here. Discord's in the link down below. There you go. I'm just chucking it in because you know what? Sharon's Karen. So Sharon is Karen. Okay. So what are these levels? These levels are key levels of support and resistance, golden pockets, point of control. Point of control is right here at 23K, right? 23K. We also have a golden pocket here. So this is one of my retracement levels, you know. So if we're going to retrace, we're going to come down here. But first we got to test out this low right here. This low is so we're going to mark it out for you anyways. So if we can do one of these possibly. So we're going to be watching these levels, especially tomorrow, my friends, especially tomorrow because we got inflation and we know what happens with inflation, okay? So let's talk about inflation. What's going to happen with inflation? No problem, Magda Odendal. Magda Odendal. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you and we love you. Otter gang. We love to have you in the Discord. We love seeing people hanging out, sharing sharing the ideas. Okay, so we got a bit of a flag here, right? We got a bit of a flag. And if we take the measured move, I'm going to be a little bit of a DJ. We're going to go all the way to 30K, right? Okay, we're not doing that here. We don't do that here. We trade level to level, and we got to attempt this 25 too, right? We got to attempt this, right? Eventually, we got to break through it because I want my Bitcoins to be worth quite a bit more than they are right now. But you know what? If we do go down, I will pick up more. So it's okay. It's okay. So we can see we have key highs up here that we haven't broken through. Multiple touches from before. Exhaustion pushed us down. Right, bearish news as well. Pushed us down. Wasn't ready to break through. All the way down, pushed back up. Now we do have key supports over here. Now these are also volumes that are indicative for the entire range. Now these aren't just like lines on my chart just because I like just pressing Alt-H and just throwing them all around like crazy, man. No. These are planned out before I come live, and I try my best to look at the chart, pull out as much data as I can. You know, we got the local point of control here. We also have these key levels from before that were touches. And we also have volume from before here. If we pull from here to here, we can see that bang. There's one massive one here down below us. There's one here above us, and obviously these are the wick highs of the entire range, right? So we're not fooling with you. We're just here to try and help you guys be profitable. So going back to the 1 hour, this is what I'm looking for. I see a flag. I don't think this is going to play out just yet. I do believe that the CPI data will be indicative of the next move. Now, what do I mean by that? Indicative as in what? As in, right now, I see us trading between this zone before the data comes out. My nose is damn itchy. Sorry about that. I have to give it like a really good one so I don't have to keep doing it. Otherwise, it looks like I have a drug problem, which I don't. I don't do drugs or alcohol. I'm a very, very sober man. But anyways, we'll go on from here. So for me, it looks like right now we have wick highs and lows. We could be attempting a little bit higher, right? But right now I see us playing around in this area until tomorrow when we get the data, right? Now, if you don't know where the data is, economiccalendar.com, all that fun stuff. Don't make me check on you guys. There's not enough. There's only 9 likes. No, I'm joking. Economic calendars right here. We can jump over to that. Oh, we got the President Biden speech on the banking system. All right, guys, we've done really well today. All right, thank you for being here. But this is it right here. We got this, 11:30 p.m., whatever time zone you are. We'll go to the UK time zone just so you guys can know. In relation to the UK, it's at 12:30 p.m., which is 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right? So be prepared for some crazy volatility, okay, my friends? When I say volatility, I mean volatility, right? We're going to have some Darth Maul candlesticks. So what do I typically look for at a CPI? I look for one move in one direction, fake out, and then I look for the real direction, right? There's always 2 moves. There's the fake out, and then there's the breakdown. Or there's the fake out, and then the huge pump. So be prepared. Use these levels to your advantage. Take them down. Screenshot this. Add them to your charts. And be prepared, right? Be prepared. All we can do as traders is be prepared. Use the TA to give us an edge. Use the news to give us an edge. As we build more confluence in our trading, we can be prepared, right? We can be prepared, you know. Last night I shorted this down. Right before bed, I shorted this down here. Boom, made 3%. And you know what happened? I went to bed. You know what happened after I went to bed? Bitcoin went wild. You know, it likes to do that when I sleep. Welcome to Australia. But did I lose my shirt? No. I took the profits and I slept like an angel. Then what did I do? I woke up to this. We're up here. I'm looking for a short up here. Have I gotten into a short yet? Not just yet. Not just yet. I might go scalping this evening. But we're going to be keeping an eye on the charts for you guys. Obviously, everything for the Otter Gang. Now, we can see 1 hour bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. 30-minute money flow. Pretty thick still, right? Very, very, very much overbought, right? Very much may curve down here, but not sure yet. VWAP bouncing off the 0 line, failing to get under. Can we see that crossover and maybe push this down a bit so we can have a little healthy retracement? Quite possible. Quite possible. Like I said, we need to watch these charts right now. What's volume doing? Well, we got this massive pump up, very easily pumped up. Now what's happened? It's cooled down. It's relaxed. It's waiting for some information. What's this information? Look at this right here. That is definitely... Just shared the link to Trueflation in the Discord. Thank you very much, Mr. Earl. His name is Earl, if you didn't know. Thank you so much for sharing that. See, much appreciated. Always trying to help. That's great. So thank you very much. Okay, let's try out. Let's look for this. So we obviously have our highs. We've tapped twice off the top here. We can dissect this if you guys want to. Like if we're gonna dissect this, we're gonna go like to the 12-minute. We can be like, oh look, it's a head and shoulders pattern, right? It's gonna print a head and shoulders pattern. Don't you see it, guys? And you know what? This could be true, but it could be printing an inverse head and shoulders, right? I can draw one of those for you guys too. You know, I did take art in grade 10. So if this can do an inverse, right? So there are patterns. This is also definitely a flag. We can say this is a bull flag, right? But if this was a bull flag, it would be more aimed downwards, right? We can say that this is an ascending triangle, right? We can draw these things out for you guys, right? And we can have an idea of there are patterns here. But what is your friend? And that is the trend. We've had a massive pump because Biden has turned on the money printer, okay? Money printer go brrr, Bitcoin goes boom, right? And this is the whole idea of Bitcoin, is that 2008, banks collapse, housing crisis, Bitcoin is created, right? This is the whole reason, because people need to park their money in something, and this is why it was created. So obviously Bitcoin's going to pump off this kind of news, right? Obviously, and I don't mean to be rude, but it's like, okay, now that this has happened, what's going to happen next? Because inflation is not going to fix itself, right? There hasn't been enough pain. There's still tons of jobs. So to me, this is just like a buffer, a fluffer, or whatever you want to call it, that eventually will catch up and create more pain, right? It'll create more pain in the markets. So let's go over to the markets and let's take a look at what's happened in the markets. Well, when we go over to the S&P 500, we can clearly see that the markets, they ain't doing too well, okay? What does that mean? If the markets ain't doing too well and Bitcoin is pumping, well, then that's kind of crazy, isn't it? That's kind of crazy. We were talking about the S&P, and we always talk about the S&P because it's correlated with Bitcoin. Are we getting a decoupling? That's quite possible right now. Looks like it, right? So we can see that this is our key level of support and resistance. 3750 and 4071. And we said this trend line, if we go back to the daily and we zoom out, we can see that this trend line has been respected, right? It has failed. It finally got out, and now it's gone back under, and we're looking for it to attempt to break out. It attempted, and guess what? It got rejected, right? That's how respected this trend line is, right? It's been rejected. It's pushed it back down. It's like, nah, not today, Batman. Okay? So, we're going to get the data tomorrow. The data will either pump or dump the markets. This is already priced in. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the market reacts to the data with the inflation rate. Now, dollar has come down. Dollar is inverse related to Bitcoin, right? So as this comes down, Bitcoin goes up. People are taking their money out of the banks, first of all, but they're putting it into risk assets, right? Are we going to come back into the zone that we've been talking about, right? The hot dog zone, right? Where people are actually spending, right? Because they're actually withdrawing their money from the banks and putting it into something else because it's not working, clearly, right? So happy days for cryptocurrency, right? But it's kind of been rejected. It's kind of come back up to these levels, right? So we have this level at 103.75, which is pretty significant. To me, it's kind of like the border between holding and Bitcoin dumping and pumping. So we go dumping and pumping, dumping, pumping, dumping, pumping, right? So we got to definitely, I hope my neighbors aren't listening to me to go dumping, pumping, dumping, pumping, dumping. Like, it's probably pretty annoying for them. They're probably like, what's wrong with this guy? Oh, man. So we can see that we've come down to this level, but we've rejected and we've pumped back up, right? Treasury yields took the biggest dump since the 80s. Be risky for the Fed to increase rates, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. So are we going to come in at 0? That's all. I think 0.5 is off the charts. We're not going to see a 0.5 that we were talking about a week ago. We're going to see 0.5 basis points hike. I think we get a 0.25 and we'll see how markets react, right? So pumping, dumping, Stragahart. Much love, bro. Much love, bro. All right, let's go over to ADA. let's go over to Subtracta. Subtracta, ADA. Oh man, ADA, you just doing your own thing, eh? You're not being a stable coin anymore. You're not being a stable coin. We won't even talk about depegging today, okay? We won't even talk about it. We got a short. It's gonna want to come up into the zone, so we'll change zones here. This will be the zone that we're looking to enter. Looking at ADA just for my man Earl, because you know we gotta keep him informed as much as possible. We got to pump on ADA. ADA's coming up. You were looking. Let me scroll up. You were looking at 0.3616, 0.3616. Oof, that's up here. That's up here. Yeah, I think it's got to get through this zone. But obviously tomorrow, if we do get the scammy wiki, you probably hit it. You probably hit your take profit. If we dump or if we pump, I think it'll probably hit that take profit. So looking at ADA, obviously a lot of the things are traded the same because Bitcoin's just gone haywire. Everything's kind of followed, right? Everything's a follower right now because they don't know how to lead their own life. So yeah, you can see the volume node right here. Very, very key level 36 cents entry zone to higher lows. But yes, we have to break through this area that we're at currently up into this higher level at 35 cents. So there is a key level of resistance above you on ADA. If you're definitely looking to move higher with ADA, you got to break through this box, my friend. So that's a very good observation at that 3616. We'll go to 3616 because we love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's go. Hope you're all doing well. Let's go look at Matic. So I hope that helps you with ADA. You know, there is a gateway into higher prices to get up here above 36 cents. But yes, you are right. There is definitely this level down below here at 33 cents that we're watching. I mean, we were looking at trades down here from before, but right now, let's go into the 1 hour. Yeah. Okay, so we can pull a fib here for a retracement. If you're looking for an entry on ADA, we can go here. We can pull volume. Let's pull volume from this stretch here just to see what was trading. Yeah, so we got, let's bring this up here. That's our point of control from before, 3.6. So I'd be looking at actually at 33.50. That would kind of be my entry point if I'm looking for a long. If it comes down, I'm entering down there. LFG 3616. Let's go. Get it, my friend. Get it. You're flagging, right? You're flagging here. You're looking for a pump up, right? Hopefully you don't flag drop and then get your pump up. But if you do drop, look here, right? Look here. Let's be careful. Now let's look at Matic. Ottermatic. We always like to look at Ottermatic because Ottermatic is a good coin. It has Otter in it. It's just, it's automatic, man. It's just automatic. So as we automatically look at it, we can see that bang, bang. It's just being its own thing here, right? So we got to look. Key level of entry here. Automatic. Yeah, this is where we're at Matic right now is the key level to the entry. You can see bang, bang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches. Honestly, I think all my stuff is just waiting for BTC to take off. To the moon, man. To outer space. Let's go. Yeah, so Matic needs to... It's flipped this to support and definitely looking to move upwards from here. Mrs. Otter's back home. How are we? Hello. Did you buy a plant?
Not for us, it's for the board.
You bought a plant. I have a new plant baby. Just letting you guys know. We have a new plant baby. Shout out to you guys. I honestly think all my stuff's just waiting for BTC to take off. Yeah, we're all waiting. We're all waiting. So we can see that we flipped this to support. Can we hold it with automatic? That is what we're looking for here. This is obviously a key level that we want to hold. And we want to be looking. If we are going to look for a trade, though, we're definitely going to pull a fib here. Yeah. Let's find some more confluence. Let's find some volume here. Okay. If we're going to drop, look for a bounce down and then a move back up. Is there an alt named after a plant? Monstera. We should start our own. Or a bamboo plant or something. Bamboo coin. I'm not sure if there is. Not sure if there is. But yeah, Matic's looking very bullish as well. If we're looking for an area for it to pump and dump from, well, definitely could be an omen like ETH license plate last pump. Yeah. Could be for sure. Wow. I mean, Matic did its own thing, didn't it? It really did just take off. I definitely want to have this on my chart. I definitely want to look at the sideways range here all the way back. Let's go all the way back from here and take a look. 0.5 value area. Value area high, 0.5. So, yeah, there's a couple of areas where price will definitely have a reaction to. If we're getting a pump anything like the last 2 days, well, these areas of reaction, because we draw levels and we look for a reaction of price in these levels, right? And if we don't get a reaction, it's because volume is just like nah, and we're just blasting right through it. But with these levels, as you take them down, remind yourselves that, hey, when price comes to this level, we're looking for a reaction, whether it's bearish divergence, bounce off of VWAP, exhaustion, wicks to the upside, failure to get above, volume cooling down. All these kind of things can help us with better entries and help us be more profitable and jump into the charts, right? So make sure to put these down, but remind yourself why you're putting them down and how to use them is the most important. You know, you can put down numbers, but when price comes to them and you have a reaction, and that's when you have to jump in and take some courage and trade properly, right? So just a little reminder there so we can see here. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Is there anything else you guys need me to look at? I would gladly do it. Just let me know in the chat. But right now we can see we are attempting, looks like we're attempting again at the highs. Even if we get down to the nitty gritty here and look, we have come up. We are bouncing off the bottom of the VWAP. We're failing to get below it. I will get rid of this. We definitely have a range here, right? We can see we have the range at the bottom and then the range at the top. We're obviously going to be looking for shorts up here and longs down there, you know? And if you're trading this range, then good on you, right? You can scalp this range, right? There is volume. It has cooled off, but it's definitely tradable. Definitely tradable, right? Definitely tradable. We're not getting any market cipher A's. Did you say Ajax? I think you did. Is that? Yeah. I see you, Ajax. It's sitting on a support level as well, just like kind of Matic right now. It's obviously looped down and pumped back up and flipped this to support. And yeah, it's definitely looking to attack this next level, right? Ajax. Yeah, for sure. I can see what you mean there. Yeah, but overall, this to me, it's waiting right now in my opinion. It's waiting for the CPI data to come out tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. It is looking like a bull flag. It is looking like an ascending triangle. So both of those are playing to the upside. It could be a head and shoulders, but you know what I mean. Not much of a pattern trader here. I'm just looking for confluence on market Cipher. I can see money flow is thick. We've come up. We've printed a red dot. The red dot hasn't fully played out yet. It looks like it's attempted. It's attempting again and possibly rejecting. We do have the bearish divergence on the 2 hour that we can see, very sharp 2 hour bearish divergence. But on these longer term time frames, we can also see that we've had a printed red dot on the 4 hour, has yet to play out. No 5 hour red dot yet. But the stochastics has turned red, so that is a leading indicator. Need to do the school run. Much love, Otters. Take care, Nick, man. Drive safe. Thank you for joining us. Caught you early today. God bless. Hope you have a great day, my man. I'll see you tomorrow. Always count on Nick. He's always around. Much love, man. So yeah, right now we're looking for this to curl over. We are very overbought on the higher term time frames, but we haven't had any bearish signals such as a red dot or anything. Besides the VWAP coming down on a lot of them, we haven't had much bearish signals. We can see overbought, VWAP coming down. So overall, we can see that there is a need for retracement, but not indefinitely. So tomorrow will definitely be more of an indication after the data comes out which way the market is going. So my suggestion to you guys, and what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be looking to scalp this range. Right now it's looking like it's coming up for a nice short, right? So possibly dropping a short here, looking to target the bottom of the range. But we could get a pump here, right? So we got to protect ourselves, make sure we're using good risk management in all of these trades in order to protect ourselves, because right now the sentiment is bullish. We have definitely had a massive move up, and we're looking to continue that move. Printers are on, money's being printed, people are bullish on risk assets, they are spending, and money is coming into the market. A move like this does not happen by someone, limit ordering $1 million. It's billions, right? It's big money has come into the markets and pushed us up. So be careful out there. Make sure to pay yourselves, practice good risk management. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Aussie Sydney time. Much love. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mrs. Otter, you went and bought us a house plant. I thought we were moving back to Canada. I don't need plant babies. No. No. No babies. Just otters.